Folks, welcome to the Chambers Academy Fieldhouse. We're here tonight with junior Jacob Norgard, our most valuable offensive player of the night. Jacob, congratulations. Awesome effort tonight. I don't have your total yardage yet, but it's got to be bordering on 200, wouldn't you think?
Right. Yes, sir.
Tell us about that first long run tonight.
Well, my first intentions of the game was, I ain't played in a couple weeks. I had to get it back, so, I just came out there and I had that mindset was, I don't care who's in front of me, I'm running.
Well, you were real quick. I mean, you looked real quick. You looked very fresh tonight. But I'll tell you, man, you really hit the burners. And obviously, my ears are still ringing from us yelling about the long run. It was basically down to the 4 on the long run where you made all the cuts. I really thought the guy was going to zoom on by, you're going to cut it at the middle and go, but the second guy really held his ground. And then you had to juke 10 more guys.
Right. Maybe I should have just kept running, trying to get it. But the last time I did that, I got hurt. So
I understand.
I just stopped.
Did you get a little nicked up on one of the long runs tonight? I saw you come off. You were a little frustrated.
It wasn't on the long run, actually. It was, we ran blue 3.
When you were out of bounds at the goal line, was that it?
It kind of got nipped a little bit, but that's not where it started hurting really bad. We ran blue 3, and I guess one of the linebackers didn't get blocked good. Well, he dove and hit me straight on the ankle. You see where the tape was.
Gotcha. Well, on the long run to the scoreboard end zone, it looked like to me you nicked the pylon with the foot. I mean, it looked like you just touched it because it kind of twisted, but they called your foot out, I guess, on the 4 there. But again, man, it was such a great thing to see. Luke was getting balled up after his long run tonight. He got balled up in the middle. They must have been spying on him or something. And you come in and boy, he put the juice on the sidelines, and it was a lot of chasing going on.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about the game overall. I mean, it looked like it was a fairly clean game. A little bit of chirping, but nothing out of hand.
They were a very physical team. They were physical. They have a dude from Alabama. He was pretty good. He was physical and everything. And
I noticed they had a linebacker number 61 who played aggressive. He was in a lot of plays. Could you tell any difference in them when they're running back? Did the team mood shift at all, or they just keep playing?
They really just kept playing, to be honest. They had small kids that was hitting harder than their bigger kids. They were hitting pretty hard.
Well, when they unloaded, obviously you notice 22, you notice a couple of guys that are big, and that skilled quarterback from just watching film, he can run. But the thing that we immediately recognized was they had a lot of 8th graders on that team. Their numbers were low.
They were young.
And but what we also felt like they were going to unload the bus. They're going to be disciplined. They're going to hit you. And they were playing hard all the way through the game.
I believe that they came in here thought that they was going to win. I believe that they thought that.
Well, Tuesday night up at the coaches show, I was really interested in the fact that all 3 of the coaches we talked to were very confident about tonight. But they were also absolutely sure that Patrician was going to be well coached and they were going to play hard. They were not going to stop.
Right.
To me, it just was a matter of speed. And Jacob, I tell you, man, you do such a good job of reading those holes. And when you get to the corner, when you get to the corner, do you immediately start looking for a lane, or is your first instinct just burn it to the end zone?
Normally, I'm looking for a hole, but tonight it was just burn it to the end zone.
Well, it was outstanding. Outstanding night. Did you have 3 tonight or 2 tonight? I can't remember
I think I had 3.
I think you had 3 tonight too.
I think I did.
Overall, just a dominating performance. Our defense played insane all night long. They really had no rhythm. They couldn't match up. When you can't run the ball up the middle or off tackle, and you can't get a first down on a pitch out to the flat, it's going to be a long night. So congratulations, man. We got one more. We'll see you next Thursday, and let's go get that one.
We will.
Thank you, buddy. Rebel fans, we're back in the field house with our defensive player of the game, Ryan Smith. Ryan, congratulations. Awesome night. We saw an awful lot of you in the backfield of Patrician tonight.
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit about your opinion of the flavor of the game. The defense just got started early and took away the run up the middle and off tackle. Tell us a little bit about that.
So we went with a little different thing this week where we put red to the strong side. We had big red on the strong side, also to the weak side, because they like to trick a little bit, run to the back side on 3rd down and all that. And we watched a lot of film on Banks. Dude will jack the center up, you know, just destroy up the trap and everything. You know, that was my role tonight.
Well, you looked like there was a couple of plays that looked like they were just trying to chip you, and they were going to outrun you, and that just didn't work out very well, did it?
No, it didn't.
I mean, the blocking head-on didn't work out very well either. Tell us about the big sack, because it was a key play that just shot the drive down.
All right, so we have a thing called 3 bull normally, because I normally play 3. It's normally just where I pass rush, nobody else.
Right.
So he called 1 bull, and I hit a move on the center. So I was supposed to be head up on guard, so I just went and got head up on center. I made a move on the center, got through, and quarterback, he was about to throw it, then he tucked it, and I just jumped on top of him.
It looked like to me on that play, I was trying to watch in the glasses because I felt like they might throw that ball. Somebody got a hand on you, a holding hand on your top shoulder. And it was really kind of funny watching it through the binoculars because you didn't even slow down. You didn't spin. You kind of drug him with you, and the quarterback goes down. So it was obviously a power rush and like a bull rush, and you just took him to the ground. As we watched the game, Chester and I were talking about it. You know, they looked like to me, they're very disciplined, and they played hard. I think their guys played hard all night long. And congratulations to them for making the game. They just ran into a buzzsaw tonight. It looked like to me that they wanted to establish that die play either off the center, whatever gaps you guys call that. And you guys took that away immediately.
Yeah.
Then they tried to hit it on the slant off tackle, and the defensive end shut that down. Mm-hmm. And then they tried to swing it in the flats. Could you sense frustration on the offensive side?
Yeah, I could. I knew when we came in here during halftime they were going to try to switch up, do things different.
Right.
Because I watched a lot of film this week. A lot of our guys did. So when they lined up, we would know what the play was. So there was one play where one was over here. He normally don't run up there.
Right.
And we all started yelling sweep, and it sure was a sweep to.
Well, I think a team like that, when we were ahead at halftime, what was it, 24-2 or something like 26-2, something like that. We really were calling it's going to be a real long shot for these guys. They're not built to score that real quick burst. I was surprised to see them throw the ball. They threw it over the middle with really no luck. I'm not sure they completed more than 1 or 2 passes all night. The defense, look, you're our defensive player. You played great. You earned it. You deserved it right. But your teammates on the defense, everybody who stepped on the field tonight played defense, put a lick on somebody.
Yes, sir.
It was a very tough hitting game. Norgard said to us during the offensive player of the game interview that their guys hit too.
Yes, I did.
So very physical game.
Mm-hmm.
Anything get chippy at all during the game for you?
No, not really. it was there wasn't really a lot of arguing. It was just with other guys. But normally when they start to argue, I'll try to calm both teams down, tell them just just calm it down a little bit.
There's one other play that happened when the running back, I don't know if you hurt a knee or an ankle, he went down hard and obviously never came back. Did that take a lot out of them, or did they just come right back out?
He was one of their lead runners, so I feel like it was I seen it happen. It was the dude fell and Ford jacked him up and threw him, and he fell over, and I seen it, but yeah, he was one of their key players.
You hate to see anybody get hurt, especially a game like this, but it was a hard-hitting night. I'll tell you, there was a lot of contact. We thought overall for the entire game, everybody stayed. We expected us to be disciplined. We've seen other teams really overreact because this defense is going to hit you. Everybody who comes on the field, like one of the smallest guys out there, Aiden Anglin, is going to hit you.
Yeah.
Landon Hand's going to hit you. Big guys like you, we know you're going to hit. But it was one of those nights where this entire defense played incredibly well. We singled you out because we saw some real great action on the inside of that line, and just the way the offense got stifled early on, and it stayed that way. Ryan, it's 11 in a row for us this year. We've won some big ball games. We're going to go to Montgomery and play one more against Banks and try to win a title.
Yes, sir.
Well, congratulations, big guy. Nice job. Thank you very much. Hello again, everyone. We're here with Coach Allen here at Torrard Allen Field in the clubhouse after a big win here tonight in the 2A playoff game. Coach, give us your perspective of tonight's big win.
Yeah, I was really proud of the way our kids practiced all week. They were really ready to play tonight. I didn't think we played our best. I kind of got a little bit, discouraged with the penalties, the holding penalties, the chop block, things that we shouldn't be doing this time of year. And then we had a crucial turnover going in the red zone, and then we had the block punt. So I thought we were very fortunate to get away with those things in the semifinals. A lot of times that'll come back to haunt you, but I think that really was, but the way our kids played defensively, it didn't matter.
Yeah, the thing that we were aware of early, and this is kind of our mindset about looking at the game, it looked like, and we knew these guys weren't going to throw it an awful lot. They were going to bring it up, they're going to run the ball. Looked like they tried to run it off the center in whatever gap that is there. Yeah. They tried to go out off the tackle, hit that slant. Then they decided neither one of those are working. We're going to throw it in the flat and try to get outside, and that's not working.
Yeah, well, we took the trap away completely, the inside interior gap. Austin Brooks did a great job, him and Ryan Smith with that. Yeah. We were really worried about that. We spent a lot of time on the trap because we know as a wing T team, if you can run the trap, then you can run everything you want to run. So we stopped the trap, and then the next thing they were going to go to is tight end wing over there where 22 was. We did a good job with that. I think they got out of there once early, and then we started really playing that well. Right. And then they came back and they hurt us to the split inside. They ran the belly, what we call the belly to the weak side. It's basically a weak side ISO. Hurt us with that a little bit, but not much. So they were having their most success with that with number one. And then when number one went out, that really crippled them offensively.
Well, we talk about penalties, and early in the game, I thought Cole Baker did an incredibly good job there with the hard count. We had two of those. I think Cole had one. I think Luke had one. Big penalties that really changed the field position, gave us a 3rd and 1 instead of a 3rd and 6. And then we had the obvious block in the back. So there were early mistakes also by Patrician that kind of got us into positive field position because we started out really bad on the field position side of the game.
Yes. We were down there at the 1. We got to try to fill that punt, try to just save us some yards there. And then we had to be ultra conservative offensively when we were down there. And they were doing some things defensively that was giving us problems, and it took us some time to figure those out and adjust. But I thought when we did, we really gashed them with the buck sweep, just a plain old buck sweep, no motions, no nothing. We just said, here it is. And we went back to the basics, and our kids really executed well. I thought Jacob Norgard was just like lightning in a bottle. I mean, his speed was just, you could tell he was fresh, and he was just hitting another gear tonight.
Well, that's what we said to him when we had him in here earlier. He really came out and touched the ball and looked really fresh, like he was ready to go. And he said, he's missed some time, and he wanted to come out and perform it. I'll tell you, the long run where he made the multiple cuts was really exciting. The other play where he got down and just they called it out on the 4. I thought he dove and nicked the pylon on that one, but two just explosive runs, and I think he had 3 touchdowns. I think that's what we came up with. And then Luke had a 58-yard run. So we really hit them with some big plays tonight.
Absolutely. They gave us some, they hit us defensively with some no gains, and some short yards, but then when we did crease them, they were really big plays. We felt like we could do that. We felt like we had more team speed than them. And then we wanted to get the ball to Kareem out in space. I thought he was a difference maker, helping some drives get going as well.
Well, we look at a game like this, and Jacobs really stood out. We thought Smith stood out as well. But on the defensive side, there's not a player who went on the field tonight on the defense that didn't make a hit. And most everybody out there made a big play tonight. It was a great overall defensive effort.
Yeah, team effort. Hats off to Coach Nesmith.
Absolutely.
He did a great job. The kids stayed engaged the whole week because defending the wing T is not easy. It's not easy. And our kids understand how it works. Our coaches understand how it works. And, it's just everybody's got to do their part, and it's got to be a team effort or you're not going to stop it.
Well, one of the things I also think about in that defensive effort, when we're leaving the coaches show, we had Coach Dillon up, and he talked to us for a little bit, and he was taking his headphones off, and he goes, "We're ready." He just like that, we're ready. So I think that held true tonight. That defense played lights out, and our offense just goes into a different kind of dimension with some of the speed. Kareem brings great speed. Jacob brings great speed. And tonight, Luke was just not going to be denied. Usually to me, he's got that 20, 25 yard burst speed. Tonight, it never slowed up. He just hit the end zone.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a lot of weapons, and that makes it a lot easier as an offensive coach to call offense when you got multiple weapons.
One of the things I'll talk to you about, it looked like those guys came out and, they did that little slide move on the punt. 22 got the snap on the punt, trying to roll to the side. I don't know if he was trying to sell something there, got the really good punt away.
Yeah.
Came back to it another time, almost shanked a punt. Then everything from there on the punts went away.
Yeah, they were doing rugby punt, and he's left-footed, so he's rolling left. He's basically trying to buy time for his guys to get down there so we can't return it. And then I thought we did a good job. We adjusted and said, let's go get some pressure on him, so he's got to get it away quicker.
Right.
And then that affected his punt.
The pressure really, my point being, the pressure really came in there no matter what he was doing, and the punting went south. On the block punt, did we just have a misassignment player come up the middle on that block
Yes,
punt?
we overcompensated for 22 coming off the edge,
Right.
and we left. Our personal protector left, and they blitzed the linebacker.
Right.
They had seen something on film, obviously, and they timed it up and got us for safety.
Yeah, we had no chance on that one. It was just awesome move by their guy. And look, Coach, you said this also to us last week in the coaches show. You said that they would come up and they would play hard, they would expect to win, and they would play until the final whistle. And that's exactly what they did. They're a tough bunch of kids, and I congratulate them for playing hard.
Yeah, championship programs like they have, they don't die easy. They don't go down without a fight, and a lot of fighting those kids. And I'm just really proud of the way our kids competed tonight. And we knew it was going to be hard. It's never easy.
Well, we didn't exactly call one of your favorite plays tonight. We kind of, messed around with it.
Yeah.
I wanted to call it, but I just didn't have the guts to say he's not going to kick it. I did say he doesn't want to kick it, and you didn't kick it.
And we faked the punt, yeah.
And
We
that-
saw it earlier, and we were around midfield, and they just didn't line up. And last time we ran that was 2020 in the state championship games. It's something we practice every week, but they just didn't line up correctly, and we were able to fake it.
The 2021, I think my heart was damaged during that one. I'm not sure I'll ever get over that one. I thought that play was great. Eli really turned it on, got outside, picked up the first down plus, and I thought Spencer did a nice job. He kind of made a move like the ball had gotten by him. So it was a sell job all the way, a great call. I mean, wow, there were so many really big calls in this game. Coach, it's 11 in a row. We're 11-1.
Yep, we got one more.
We're ready to go, like I said last week, to the pay window and cash the ticket. We're going to play a Banks team for the second time. They won big tonight, I believe. We don't have the final yet. But
64-3.
shocking to me that it's 64-3, but hey, we're playing them second time. We've got to be ready to go play these guys.
It's not going to be the same.
I agree.
It's not going to be the same. It's hard. It's hard when you play somebody. They get to make all the adjustments because they lost big.
Right.
So they'll make adjustments. We'll have to figure it out. It's always hard to win a championship, and they got athletes all over the field. So we got to be ready to play. We got to have a great week of practice.
Well, here's the thing that I will say to you. We talked to you after the Glenwood game, and you said, we're going to be ready to play. We talked to you this week, we're going to be ready to play. I don't think there's any chance that this team, which I think is a very special team, we've been kind of playing with that all year long. I felt like we're going to play in a championship game after about week 5. They're going to be ready to play next week. I don't have any doubt about that.
Yeah, we better be when you play for a state championship.
Absolutely. If that doesn't get you going, you're never going to go.
If you don't light your fire, your wood's wet.
Well, Coach, like I said, it's 11-1. We've won 11 games in a row.
Yeah.
We've won 8 regions in a row. We're playing for our 7th title out of 9 years, as we talked about earlier. So this program is healthy. This program is really moving forward. You got a great bunch of kids. You got a great staff in there. All I can say is congratulations so far. Let's go get one more. I've never won a championship in anything, Coach. I'd love for you to go win one up there. Let me be a part of it.
It's been a great run. I mean, this season's been a great run. The last 9, 10 years have been a great run. The Lord's really blessed us here. Our school has flourished, and we got great kids. We've had the same coaching staff intact and the same system and the same program, and it's been really satisfying and fun to watch. I told the kids before the game, I said, I've had I've had a ball this year with you guys, watching you grow, watching you come together, and watching you lead. And a lot of our guys have really made a step towards becoming a man. And so that's been rewarding for me as a coach. Now all that's left to do is go win a championship.
Well, listen, we went through last year, heartbreaker, year before heartbreaker. That's gone, that's in the past. We are going to play for that title on our side of the bracket, and I have no doubt that you'll have your guys ready. We'll go up there and we'll give them everything we've got. Coach, thank you again. Great win. We appreciate it. And you're right, I do agree with what you're saying.
It's great to play for the C and the A.
Thank you, man. Good job.